We have two new people here for their very first time. Guys, please introduce yourselves.
How you doing? We're the Palmers, Andre and Rachel, from London.
Lovely couple from London, and they've come to our site to check it out for the first time. And I just want to ask them a few questions for you guys to have a bit more of an understanding. Guys, what motivated you to come and check out our project here at Asarci Real Estate?
I've been following Kwabina's journey online for a while, and we're of Jamaican and Guyanese heritage, but we've lived in London most of our lives, and I think we're just getting to a stage of looking for the next step. Not really satisfied with the lifestyle available to us and our children in London, so just kind of exploring. And we've both been to Ghana before and kind of love this place. So, and for me personally, the culture here is very, very synonymous and complementary with what I'm used to as a Jamaican.
Okay.
So started inquiring and looking around, and yeah, as I said, as well as I've been following him, he was recommended by other people who are based here, who know, because as you know, like land in Ghana can be a difficult journey. Very. So it made sense to connect to someone who knows the journey intimately from the UK to here, has experience.
That way is easier to trust because you know someone from where you already are, and you know it's a smooth transition. So I like that you said that it was a recommendation.
Yeah.
You know, so that way there's already some form of trust from the get-go.
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear that. You do know our goal and the spirit of this company is community building. You heard a bit of that, right?
Yes.
Because that's what we are doing. We are trying to have a diaspora settlement here in Ghana.
Yes.
What do you think of that? What do you think of that?
I think it's a laudable but beautiful goal. I think it makes sense.
Yeah.
The diaspora experience is obviously different from the native, and it makes sense to be in an environment where the people around you have an understanding of your journey and your
like-mindedness.
Exactly.
Awesome. What was your first impression when you got to site today? What was your first impression? Seeing the lands?
My first impression was, I think, just the scale, the size. It's the first time I've actually ever come to look at land anyway.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
okay.
you know what I mean? So
okay.
it's I haven't got much to compare it to.
Okay.
It's a very expansive space. Africa is huge, obviously, you know. Ghana is massive. And yeah, just the sheer space and the slight differences between the different communities is something I noticed as well.
Awesome. Earlier you mentioned you follow our page on Instagram. So I'm sure you may have come across some of the drone shots, but that seeing
they are
that
brilliant.
online,
They are amazing.
No, I'm talking about seeing them online and actually being here, you know, with your own 2 feet and your 2 eyes, seeing it.
I'll be honest, if I'm honest, it's a little bit intimidating when you're here.
Yeah.
For me, like seeing the vastness of it.
Yeah.
And obviously it's very much in its embryonic stage. So you know you gotta have a vision to come here. You have to have a vision because it's just land, really. You know what I mean? Like and walls segregating it.
Very good.
So it's not in a negative way, but in a humbling way. To be in the space gives you a perspective of the scale and scope of what it is that if you're really going to take it on.
Yes, 100%. I've said it so much at this point. It sounds like cliche. Obviously, to you guys, it's your first time. But I always say, if you don't have the vision, you will not be able to buy into the idea. What you're buying into, or what you could possibly be buying into, is the idea. It's not just I want land, I want the square feet, blah blah blah. No, you're buying into a vision. Because we are not looking at it now. This building, if you can turn the camera to show this building right here, Linda. This building, and then you turn it right back to us. So that building over there, few years ago, we came here, nothing. Here, nothing. Here, maybe on the horizon you see the buildings and all, but people have been gingered. People are starting to see we are taking over. People are purchasing. They come, they see plot number and names on it. You know, people are observing and they've seen that no, we can't sit around. So people have started building. You know, you give this thing 10, 15 years.
Different environment,
different environment, different energy, you may not even get the opportunity again. So I like the fact that you spoke of vision. What do you think of our infrastructure? Earlier I mentioned the electrification project that we've been working on. You've seen the poles, you can even see some here, you know, all of that. What do you think of it so far?
I think it's very impressive. I think to have that forward thinking is attractive to people that are considering investing here. I think that's one of the advantages of coming from a diaspora background. You're used to certain amenities, you're used to certain infrastructure.
Okay.
So having that at the forefront of your planning, you know, is an attractive feature. It's good.
Very well, very well. I would ask for such a location. You know, we are very close to the sea, very, very close. On a very energetic day, you can actually walk. But for such a location, if you were to invest over here, what would it be? Commercial, maybe a getaway house? What type?
I think it'd have to be a combination of both for me, because as I said, we don't. I mean, ancestrally, of course, we're connected here, especially as Jamaicans. But I don't have any roots here. I have lots of connections, lots of friends, lots of good people. Some who are based here, but I don't personally have any roots here. So, in terms of sustaining whatever we're going to invest in here, there'd have to be something commercial, something entrepreneurial happening at the same time to sustain it. Because it's one thing to build a house, it's another thing to furnish it and keep the water running.
Maintain it, yes.
You know what I mean?
100%, 100%.
So yeah, and I'm looking at, if I do choose to invest here, it'd be something that will be long term, it'd be something I would expect my children to benefit from or enjoy at some point. So yeah, that commercial aspect is something that's at the forefront of my mind. I was even asking Kwabena about that, about how, you know, flexible it is to be kind of developing both simultaneously, you know.
Like if there are any limitations, if
because just to come, unless you have the capital like that, you know what I mean? If you've been saving, you got big money, you come, you just want to build, that's one thing. But for me, that's not my story. You know what I mean? So I'd definitely be looking at how and what I could be doing that would be generating income whilst I'm here.
Okay. Sounds decent. And the customer service, what do you think of how we, you know?
I think it's been brilliant. It's been way above my expectations. The guys came very early set. Took us to breakfast in a lovely location. We saw the Ancestral Wall. I don't know what that place is called, but it's beautiful.
Ancestral Wall, that's it. Yeah.
And you know, they've been very gracious and accommodating hosts. Linda is wonderful. Andrew's amazing.
Thank you, brother.
So we're very grateful.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, it's encouraging. As you said, the community building that's based around the people and the individuals. You know?
Yes.
So far, very good. Above my expectations.
Awesome. Okay, so for our final question before I let us get out of this sun, would you recommend, with what you've seen so far, would you recommend Asarci Real Estate to anyone looking to purchase land?
Yeah, definitely. That would probably be my first go-to. I've been recommended to others, but this is the furthest I've gone with the inquiry.
Okay.
To the point where I'm physically in the space.
Yeah.
And as I said, the others people I've been speaking to, some who've been based here as well, also referenced or recommended Asarci. So 100%, definitely.
Lovely. Thank you so much for coming.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you
Guys,
for having us.
You heard it from them themselves. Lovely couple. Guys, stay tuned for more updates, more testimonials. We'll be back again. Cheers.